I remember the time I was at football practice and I was feeling horrible. After I told the coach I was feeling bad, he told me to keep running. And because I was a very dedicated player, I continued running. I began to run out of breath. I remember the coach told me to work hard and not to give up. So in the obedience of that, I did what he told me to do. Though I was working hard, I still wasn't feeling any better. My head was hurting, sweat was dripping all through my body, and my heart was beating extremely fast. So I really didn't know what to do. I told all of my teammates that I was out of breath and I couldn't hardly breathe, but he also told me to keep going. When practice was over, I told my mother how I was feeling, and she told me she was going to take me to the doctor the next morning. I still couldn't breathe, so I just went to sleep. It was hard for me to go to sleep too, because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't breathing regularly, so I said my prayers and went out to sleep. The next morning I got up to get ready to go to the doctor. I still wasn't feeling well. When I arrived to the doctor, one of the nurses greeted me in the office and questioned me and asked me questions about how I was feeling. I told her that I was out of breath and it felt like I was about to pass out. She took my blood pressure, my temperature, my height, and my weight. And after she did that, it was my time to see the doctor. When the doctor came in the office, I told him what I was going through, and he ran some tests on me. He took my blood pressure and put me in 6 different tubes. After he ran the test, it was confirmed to me that I was asthmatic and I was nervous. He told me that it really didn't know what that meant. I asked him. He said that it means I have shortness of breath. I can get tired easily. He told me I could have died that evening. By the grace of God, I didn't. The doctor handed me the asthma pump and instructed me to how to use it. He told me to use it when I'm short of breath, and when I ran out, he was going to refill it. I told him thank you, and then the nurses escorted me out. The next day I went to practice, and I was feeling much better. I told all of my teammates, including my coach, Coach Vincent, that I was diagnosed with asthma. Everyone was seeming sad, but I told them everything was going to be alright. I was kind of upset, but I wasn't able to practice that evening. But everyone encouraged me and told me I was going to be fine. The next week I was able to get back on the field and practice again. I was so grateful and happy that nothing strife happened to me that day. And still to this day, I set aside my medical conditions and don't let that stop me from doing what I love to do, which is play football.